Hey guys, a couple of thoughts to share. Something we could chew on together, so to speak. But the point is this. Your soul has a certain vibration, certain direction of calling, if you will, that your higher consciousness, soul, light of divinity, whatever, has a preference and a direction for you. Not a big something to accomplish, something to go fix from your past or any of that kind of stuff, or pay retribution for something. Just a little sense of a nudge of, I like playing with vibration and teaching other people about it and helping with awareness. And that's just always been in me. I just have always been interested in that. And I went to religion to try to get more of that in my life. But it's vibration has nothing to do with words and teachings and history and all that type of stuff. You got to be in the moment. You got to feel it in the moment, and you got to start to learn to play with it, and then identify it, and then figure out what it takes to stay connected to it more and less, and what things draw on it more than others. How do you recharge your personal energy battery, and all that type of stuff. So I love that stuff, and it's guided me to such a much more peaceful spot in the world that I just feel compelled, if you will, maybe on another level. I mean, it's always been in me to sort of do something about helping others. So that challenge of talk about things with people, it doesn't work, unfortunately. If you're vibrationally too distant from your soul, if your soul is your preferred optimal vibration, and your soul may have a higher vibration, a lot higher vibration than anyone you know or anything you know or anything you've experienced, but it may not be as high a vibration as Jesus, and you can get into all that stuff and figure out more detail to it. But let's just say you've got a soul that has a higher vibration and a preference and a little something he wants to do here possibly, or maybe just points of interest, has preferences. Let's say that your soul has preferences. So if your soul is feeling its way through the path of least resistance, is the tool your soul is using to guide us on a day-to-day basis. Your soul can see the connection of other people around and all that vibration stuff. You're connected to that. But if you're in a low vibration, meaning you're seeing the disappointments of the world around you, hopefully it's only that level and not downright anger and things that are going on around you, but there's a lot of that out there. So wherever you are on that tangent is how far you are off from where your soul's ultimate vibration would like to be. So your soul's ultimate vibration, if he's doing you any favors, is going to hold that vibration. And as you go farther away, then the tension between who you are really vibration and who you're representing now, because you're not acting like you really are a lower vibration than your soul's ideal vibration for you. So that's what causes tension. That's what causes all abnormalities: sickness, physical sickness, mental sickness, lack of energy, you name it. It comes out in a million different ways. But sure enough, it's always the same thing. You're vibrationally living and acting and walking throughout your day at a discrepancy to where your soul wants you to be vibrating. And as you move more in harmony with where your soul vibrates, everything starts to pop. You get happy, you get loving, you create good things around you, you see good things around you, you find the good in yourself, and it starts showing in your way you're treating other people. So all that good stuff that you could look at from a million different ways, you've got to realize that when it's not good stuff, when you're seeing anything that's not good, it's time to sit down and go within and love on yourself first. Maybe first just take a breath and just say, wait a minute, I do feel that. It doesn't feel especially good right now. Everything's bugging me. I'm even bugged at myself for getting that way. But anyway, so that's the place to start. A breath, and then think about something that you love about yourself, because ultimately it's always, I'm not feeling loved. And that's all the soul wants, is me to feel loved so it can be connected. Feel love, Dan, come on up. Feel love, come on up. Feel love, come on up. He never comes down to get you. He just knows that when you go down and down and down, I'll show you where my hand goes, that you're gonna feel so much negative tension that you'll have to come back. So it's no concern of whether you're gonna come back. It's just a matter of how far do you wanna pull that rubber band away from being in alignment with your highest good, with the light of divinity, with your soul's purpose, with whatever. Soul purpose, I have a little trouble with that word purpose, because there's no purpose. Soul's opportunity is much more appropriate. But not opportunity to accomplish something, just an opportunity to play. We're here to play with vibration and energy is what we are. We're looking to play with it in matter. So it wants to integrate with this body. My soul wants this body to vibrate the same as it. And it would be a big shock to everyone around us if anyone did. But it's apparently happened a few times, and they still talk about it thousands of years later. People can vibrationally come in alignment with their soul and light on fire, basically. But mystics have been showing their auras and their fire all the time, but we just, unless you experience it, it's not a very interesting story. So don't worry, I'm not going to do that on film. I might do it, but I will do it on film. It's just a matter of when. Might be the next lifetime, might not be this one. But anyhow, my point is, what? It's time to wrap some points up here, because it's simple. Everything is very simple, but very difficult. The idea is very simple. Just love yourself more, and you'll be more loving. Don't start with trying to fix other people first. If something outside of you looks like it needs to be fixed, that's you having a sense of irritation. When you have a sense of irritation, it's because you're off the line of where your soul wants you to be vibrating, and you got to get back up. And after you pull on that, and you keep pulling, then it's going to pull you back up, because it's a rubber band, and the tension can only go so far. Same with electricity. The voltage can only jump so far. It's not going to jump any further. If I really pull away from the vibration of my soul, I'll die. But that's not. I totally shouldn't mix that into this situation, because death is a whole different thing. But sure enough, when you die, maybe this does make sense, because I'm always just winging these things, so I don't know where I'm going with that thought. But when you die, you absolutely, boing, line back up. So everything when you die makes sense. That's why they talk about that experience of, oh, when you die, you're going to see what your life was all about, and you're going to have to recount for all your sins. Well, there's no recounting for all your sins. Your soul could care less about the past. The only thing that's happened is that you woke up, and you're like, bang, oh, I get it all of a sudden. Now I'm going to look back at my past and sift through why I did what. No. You just move on. There's nothing to do with the past. Unless, when you die, you're really stuck in the past. And you're all about all the things you did wrong. If you don't forgive yourself while you're alive, when you do die and it all makes sense, yeah, it doesn't feel good. It's like, ooh, I was way off them. What was I, sleepwalking out there all my life? That might not feel real good. That's not punishment for that, except your own punishment. And there you could say, there's so many truths to all the things you learned in church and the Bible, because really the Bible and church are even different, because church sort of selects out certain things and emphasizes them a certain way to tell a certain story off of a book that's telling the same kind of story about some situations thousands of years before. So it's a telephone game for sure, and everybody has a little bit of an agenda when they're telling the story. I hope this wind isn't too much. It's getting to be too much for me. It's just getting cold, and I'm sitting on a log. So it's time to wrap this up. 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Got to get it done within 10 minutes. So when you die, you will come back to vibration. So pulling and feeling frustration, anything you're wanting to change around yourself, or anyone you're disappointed in, anything is an indicator that you're off the mark, and you can pull back up. And you learn the tricks, starting with slow down and breathe when you think that might be happening, and say, I'm not feeling like everything's perfect around me. I'm not seeing the beauty of things around me. Not that like I'm not seeing a flower. It's just I'm not seeing that everything is as it's supposed to be. When I have a feeling that everything is as it's supposed to be, everything makes sense. joy, sense of ease, lack of sickness, everything will go away as I come back into alignment. Everything gets simple again. So it's been 10 minutes. So all I got to say on that is really not. We could talk about it from 12 different directions, but it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, love you guys. See ya.